Mr. Shulsky, there's a young lady to see you. I'll serve tea in the drawing room.
I won't stay long. There's no need.
Thank you, Grażynka.
A nice house, a spot of tea, a housekeeper. When the revolution comes, everything here will go up in smoke.
Did he say anything?
You know what? He confirmed my belief that Thaumaturges are freaks.
Thank you, Wanda.
I'm glad I could help. I've got an appointment with Michał.
Thank you again. You've done me a great favor.
We're square. See you.
Will the young lady be visiting us more often?
How should I know?
Well, tough. I'm out of here.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I've heard you've been traveling a lot.
I'm not used to getting such a welcome from others. Usually, they go charging straight into my head.
That's not very polite in my view. One ought to introduce oneself first. Emir Bernakovich, Fulge. Are you alone?
I've taken care of them.
Good. Thank you for the onion.
Thank you for the fork.
It's impossible to ignore an invitation magically inscribed on an onion. How can I help you?
What is a Fuente?
That's what we Tatars call Thaumaturges. I'm a healer, a fortune teller, and a doctor. Is something ailing you?
I'm looking for the Black Grimoire. After my father died, it went missing.
What do you need another spell book for?
I want the knowledge he might have written in it.
You're inexhaustible, like him.
Get to the point.
As you wish. Enough beating around the bush. In this place, we can talk openly and take all the time we need. But mind that lying may cost you dearly. Who told you I have the Black Grimoire?
The person who drew you to my attention was Ivan Konieczkin.
As I thought. The chief had been circling Stanisław for a long time and was interested in his associates. In us.
The Grimoire. My patience is running short. Sofel is dead. You're the only one left. Give the Grimoire back. This is the last time I'm asking.
Stanisław used to tell me you were really sick and nearly lost your mind. How did you manage to get through all that?
Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin cured me.
How?
As far as I can tell, he used hypnosis on me, and he still peeks into my head from time to time.
Do you trust him?
He hasn't betrayed my trust so far.
Is Rasputin a thaumaturge?
I don't think so. I'd have noticed that.
Do you know any other thaumaturges from Warsaw?
Yes, I know 2 more.
That's enough. I don't have the Black Grimoire, and I've never had it.
Why are you toying with me?
Forgive me. At my age, I have to hunt around for entertainment. I wanted to give you a try. You've got enormous potential, but you're not yet reaching it.
Is speaking the truth not in such demand anymore?
I'm not looking for an honest thaumaturge, just a powerful one. I want to rebuild the coterie with your participation.
Why do you want to resurrect it?
I'll tell you why you want this. Because there are ways of strengthening the potential of one thaumaturge using the potential of many. You'll soon learn. I trust that now you're intrigued.
It sounds tempting. I'll think it over.
That's enough for me for the time being. But take my advice. When you leave here, go to the one who healed you. I sense he has many secrets.
We all do, don't we?
Yes, but his secrets might be dangerous and might thwart your plans. Be careful.
What are you doing here?
Vanitas, vanitatum, et omnia vanitas. Your father was a great man.
Where did that thought come from?
I can see clearly what a great influence he had on your life, Victor. We both know how much you wanted to be his equal.
You don't know me as well as you think.
Then tell me where I err.
I've come by everything on my own. Everything I have, I owe only and exclusively to myself.
Pride usually comes before a fall. Your father considered himself Polish. Your mother was Russian. And you grew up in France. Who are you, Victor?
I think in Polish, I speak Polish. I am Polish.
For over 100 years, Poland has been in the hands of Russia, Austria-Hungary, and Prussia. It's more of a faint memory than a nation.
A nation is different than a state. And even the state is still a living memory, for now at least. But tell me, who are the rest of your flock? The people around you. You've gathered them, us, intentionally.
Everyone has a goal. We're only yet another stopover on someone's journey. And sometimes our paths lead in the same direction. Mine leads to the court of Nikolai Romanov. I need to save the Tsarevich because I believe that only then can we have a future. I can help him. Do you believe me?
Yes, I believe because you helped me. I know that.
Think what we can achieve, Victor, if you just come with me. Think about what the Tsar will do for your Poland if we save his only son.
It all sounds lovely, but how would we achieve this ambitious goal?
Together, Victor. Together. And all in good time. You'll just have to believe we can do it. Do you believe?
I'm with you.
Perfect. Now our journey is really beginning. Just remember, there's no turning back. Let's not waste time. Let's go pray. Ideally at the Orthodox Church of St. Mary Magdalene. Ready?
We'll meet later.
You know where to look for me. Don't keep me waiting long. A chance like this does not come along very often.
You've arrived just in time, young master. I was about to lock the door because the lecture's starting.
What lecture?
Mistress Ligia, she's so ambitious, is active in this floating school. She doesn't want anyone flying away from her lecture. Ask her, master.
Hello. Are we throwing a party?
Samuel, this is my brother, Viktor Szulski.
It's good to finally meet you. Ligia has told me much about you. Your sister agreed to make your home the venue for this meeting of the Flying University. Will you stay for the lecture?
Please tell me more about the Flying University initiative. Not much is known about it.
I think that speaks well of us. We operate rather unofficially. Illegally, in fact. For now.
I don't think Ligia mentioned you to me before.
Because you wouldn't listen.
Ligia is one of our priceless speakers.
Ah, Samuel, please.
Maybe you'd like to experience yourself what it is we do. Wouldn't you like to host our lecture today?
Me? A lecture? On what?
Perhaps you can enlighten us on the topic that is best known to you, but to the rest of the world still remains terra incognita.
You mean Thaumaturge?
I know there are those among our students who'd sell their souls to hear you speak. Well, would you be willing to take up this task, then?
It's not a challenge for him to talk about himself, right?
Agreed. I'll do it.
I'll be much obliged. Can we begin?
I need another moment. I still have some preparations to do.
What do you need?
I should make use of some props to better illustrate the theory with examples. I'll see if there are any curiosities in the study that I could use.
You'll see. My brother won't disappoint you.
We're waiting. Impatiently.
If I come in disguise, someone may begin to, suspect something. I thought as much. Let us now look for some things I could talk to the students about. I have a few skeletons in my closet.
Oh, please forgive me, but I couldn't resist. To be in a house like this and not touch its secrets? That would be criminal.
And what about nosiness?
This grimoire here, the great Viktor Szulski. I dreamed of meeting you, sir. I'm Cecilia Górska.
And And what have you found to be most to your liking here, miss?
I don't think I could pick just one thing. I think what fascinates me the most is that every mundane object can have a second, highly magical purpose concealed just beneath the surface.
That's true. I wanted to discuss it during the lecture.
I can hardly wait.
Have you been to other rooms as well, miss?
What do you mean?
Someone snooped around my bedroom recently.
Mr. Shulsky, I resent that. I didn't come into anyone's bedroom. Who do you think I am? I'll wait downstairs. I don't want anyone to misconstrue this situation as inappropriate.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello, Polina Nikolaevna. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Viktor Shulsky, son of Stanisław. It's a pleasure.
You are Mrs. Ligia's brother. I apologize for my blunder.
Miss Ligias, the blunder is double, but don't let it trouble you. And don't apologize.
Is there anything else I don't know?
Allow me to be so bold and point out that you look somewhat troubled, miss.
Can thaumaturges read minds?
I think everything will become clear during the lecture.
Yes, well, I'm waiting.
Please excuse me, I'll take my leave. I hope you enjoy today's lecture, miss.
Увидимся.
Now this place on top of everything. Someday it will be enough to stick one foot out the door to get locked up.
And we all know who will get us locked up.
Hello.
New student?
Indeed, I'm today's speaker, Viktor Shulsky.
Will you teach us how to cast spells?
I wouldn't want to preempt the facts.
I am intrigued.
Who was this vigorous discussion about then?
It's probably our little Russian girl who's making all this trouble for us. I don't know why Dickstein doesn't see that.
To me, it's obvious that she's the snitch.
Do you have anything to support such accusations?
It's obvious, isn't it?
It's the Russian girl.
Why are you not suspicious of your friend who was arrested?
His father fought in the uprising. He wouldn't snitch.
Place of birth is hardly enough to determine whether someone is a traitor and a snitch. Wouldn't you agree?
And someone with your skills should already know everything. Wouldn't you agree?
All in good time. Have a nice lecture.
Break a leg.
And he walked across the entire town like that, with all that cocoa. And here he is.
I hear you were quite the mischievous youth.
I'm afraid the list of my offenses might be too long. Grażynka, should I be worried?
Why, of course not. No, we were just discussing childhood mischief and the cocoa incident.
Yes, I can't deny that one.
Do you have other interests than Coco and Thaumaturge? Travel? Cards?
I'm sure Grażynka will tell you everything.
All your secrets are safe with me, young master.
In that case, I won't keep you any longer. See you, Mr. Szulski.
Victor?
I would never expect to see such crowds in this house.
That's true. A nice change.
Regarding the lecture,
Can we start?
I think we can begin.
I'm certain that this will be an exceptional meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a unique opportunity to broaden not only the spectrum of our academic knowledge, but also to delve into the knowledge that goes beyond that spectrum. Today, our host will reveal to us the secrets of his power from the borderline between science and magic. Viktor Szulski, if you would.
My name is Viktor Szulski, as the president has already said.
We know.
I will start by warning you that I'm doing this for the first time in my life.
I could have stayed at home today.
I would like to tell you more about the purpose of the items I have prepared for today.
I think we all know what a com is used for.
I think we should start with what you think Thaumaturge is. Here, we have 3 apparently ordinary items. However, there's more to each of them than you might think. This mask was made more than 1,000 years ago. My father brought it from Africa in '89. However, you can see that the deity it depicts has many similarities to the Slavic salutor, Veles.
Are you saying that people can see salutars?
As far as I know, ordinary mortals cannot see them.
Then how do you know they exist?
Where do salutars come from?
Let us move on to the other items. On my father's comb, apart from the dandruff,
Disgusting.
there's also a memory, which I can easily read. This particular one concerns father's frustration caused by his developing baldness.
And do we have any influence on what exactly will remain on the item?
Thaumaturges freely communicate intentions this way. Secrets, messages, and so on.
Practical.
Let us not get ahead of the facts. I will cover it more extensively in a moment.
In that case, do you also talk to the dead?
I'm sometimes visited by Stanisław Szulski, for reasons unknown to me. However, that is hardly spiritualism. Rather, it is a testament to my father's stubbornness.
I bet you're afraid of sleeping alone.
Let us move on.
I would like to remind you that time is... Can we see a practical demonstration?
This book was written in 1666. It was published solely to provoke a fear of thaumaturges. In the Middle Ages, people like me were burned at the stake and condemned for heresy.
Judging from the new Governor General, history is about to repeat itself.
The things that Scowan is saying, they're becoming scary.
I don't think anyone could go that far in the 20th century. People learn from history.
Sure.
Can't you use the power to make someone change their mind? Their way of thinking?
With the help of the Salutors, I can bend people to my will. But the effect never lasts long, and not every one of these people has potential. That's enough theory. Let's move on to the practical part now. Can you help me with a small experiment, miss?
With pleasure.
Miss, can you give me a coin? I promise to give it back. Excellent. Let us focus on you then, Miss Cecilia.
Please go ahead.
The small metal disc revealed to me that you find the experiment very exciting. Or perhaps it's the nerves?
Oh.
Calm down. There was nothing to be afraid of.
One more thing. You promised to explain something to us during the practical section. That section is now, right?
What I've just presented to you is the Thaumaturge's skill of perception, which means reading that which is hidden. However, in order for perception to be useful, something must first be inscribed in an item.
Right.
And if someone doesn't have the power, but focuses on the message, will they be able to inscribe what they want?
Well, it doesn't hurt to keep trying, right?
Fascinating.
Thank you for this truly enlightening lesson. At the same time, it pains me to say that it's time to end it.
Do you have to end it now?
I have to be mindful of safety, not only of the students, but also of our hosts. Return safely and forget that you are here. Can I have a word with you, Mr. Shulsky? Please indulge me. Thank you, and congratulations on an amazing lecture.
The pleasure is all mine. I think you've caused me to discover a new talent in myself.
Thank you. I will not endanger you any longer. Until our next meeting, I hope.
Certainly. Have a good night, Samuel. Be careful.
If it's all right with you, I'll attend to my own matters now.
I'll go and clean up.